So today's video is about people that struggle with perfectionism, poor body image, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, things of that nature. These are things that I myself, have struggled with and still continue to struggle with. Um, and I think for people that have issues with those things like poor body image, maybe have body dysmorphic disorder, perfectionism, things of that nature. I think it's important that we first of all recognize it for what it is, and we have to change the way that we think about ourselves, and we have to remind ourselves that we're all human and we're all flawed. And perfectionism is not obtainable. It doesn't matter what we do, how hard we try, we're never going to reach perfectionism in any area of life. However, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive to be better. We always want to try to be better today than we were yesterday. We should always be improving and learning and growing. That should never change. But I think we have to be careful that we don't fall into that trap of feeling like we have to be perfect, beating ourselves up when we do something wrong or didn't do as well as we think we should have. I've talked before about competitive bodybuilding, that is something that I do. And that is a sport where it can be easy to fall into that perfectionism trap because of the nature of the sport. If you know anything about it, you're being judged by how you look. And, that if you have low self-confidence and low self-esteem, you have to be very careful that you don't, fall into that trap of thinking, you're not good enough or you're worthless or you're a failure because, maybe you didn't do well in a show, or even if you did do well. If you suffer from perfectionism, it's not going to matter if you place first or last, because if you place first, then you're going to put a lot of pressure on yourself to sustain that, to try to stay at the top. So either way, it's going to be a struggle for people who have those issues. So again, I think it's just very important that we remind ourselves that it's okay to be human, that we are going to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. Don't live in guilt and shame, if you fall short on a goal. Just know that everything is a learning experience. Life is a journey. And as long as we learn from our mistakes and have the right mindset about it, we can just try again. I always say that, you only fail if you quit. As long as you keep trying, you're not a failure. You're only a failure when you quit and throw in the towel. And don't get discouraged if you don't do well at something, or, you feel like you didn't obtain a goal. Just keep trying. And just remember not to be too hard on yourself and not to project that onto other people. Sometimes people that suffer with perfectionism can project that onto other people. And we have to be careful with that too, because everyone is flawed. No one is perfect. We shouldn't expect that of others or of ourselves. But yet, every day strive to be better. Just keep striving to be the best version of you. But sometimes we need to, cut ourselves and others some slack and just allow us to be human. And I hope you have a great day. Practice gratitude and be kind to yourself and others. And God bless.